Hi, and welcome back to another session of my C++ course. Under this session, I will be discussing about functions, what they are and how you can do it to effectively develop software and software solutions. So basically, every function starts with a keyword, for example, void or void, a name of a function, a name of function, right? And then uh, we could have some logic right here, do something, right? Or we could have what the function could be of a type, for example, integer, and then name of a function again, and do something. We could have the same, for example, for string and so on and so on. So this function will return an integer, and this one will do something, for example. Okay, so let's shortly, a function also could take for example, parameters. So the parameters could be of any type. It could be a string, it could be a complex type, for example. In our case, we'll be discussing, for example, strings, integers, doubles, booleans at this point. And but let's get one at a time. Okay, so first of all, let's get first, let's pass the first and let's print out the first and the last name if we pass those two parameters actually to a function. Okay, let's call it full name. You'll get the idea once I write actually the function. And so we said upon calling this function, let's pass string name, string last name, and let's just print the first and the last name. Okay, so name, oops, yes, name, and then let's put some space between, and then let's print the last name. Okay, so that's all this function does. In order for us to call the function, we are calling it by name, and then obviously we need to pass in some parameters. You see how it's complaining right here. It says that this function takes two strings. The first one is name, second one is last name. So let's pass in a name. I like John Doe. Then upon passing actually this function, we call this function right here. We're passing the parameters, and then the count actually will just print out the name for us. Okay, but there we go. So there will be a stop. Let's see how that looks like. Oops, I probably forgot something. Full name, John Doe. Oh, wait a second. Okay, the workflow. All right, just keep in mind. Okay, the function must be before the main function. Okay, you see how easy it is. So functions are really very handy and usable, and their complexity obviously could grow dependable on the functionality that you're trying to implement. Am I right? So basically, you could pass in anything else, like for example, void calculator, for example, calculator. Let's do a simple summarizing calculator that summarizes two integer numbers, integer A, okay, and integer B. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to print this out, okay? Actually count the sum and then A plus B, right? So in our case, we have to call this function we set. So I'm just going to comment out this one, calculator, right? And then I'm going to pass in some parameters, 2 and 2, 2 and 3. Okay, so the result should be 5, obviously, right? Perfect. The sum is 5. Okay,